Everybody, it's me again. And I was just sitting here and I was thinking about, again, of course, what everybody's thinking about right now, what happened to Kennika Jenkins. And I am desperate to find out. I'm so thirsty for the information that I can barely even, get a word out. I'm just joking. But before I say anything, I have to first say to all of y'all who are out here laughing at, participating, liking, whatever the case it may be, this Irene challenge, shame on you. You are very disrespectful and distasteful. Um, it's not classy. It's very immature. It's very hard on the heart. And I pray that God have a mercy on you. Um, and God rest Kanika's soul. May she rest in peace. God bless her soul. But I've been following this story again because, like I said before, Kanika could be me. Kanika could be my niece, could be my daughter, could be my sister, could be my friend, my godchild. She could be any of us. She is all of us, and we should all feel like we need to know what happened to this baby. We care about what happened to this baby. We want justice for her. We want justice for her family. Whatever happened, we want to know, and we want to prevent it from happening to someone else. Um, you've all been following the story. That's how you landed on my video. What happened to Kennika Jenkins? Because when you type in Kennika Jenkins, everything comes up about what someone feels or thinks about the situation or what's going on with Kennika. Um, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I want to say I solved the crime, but I'm not an officer. I'm not a detective. I'm not an investigator. I'm just a very inquisitive individual, an inquisitive mother, an inquisitive daughter, a curious sister who wants to know what happened to this baby and why. I followed and followed and followed the story, and every time there's a new development, I want to know what the development is because, again, from the bottom of my heart, I really want to know what happened to Kanika. This whole case, this situation is consuming me because it feels like it's hitting home. It's so close. She could have been any of us, either one of us. And nobody knows what happened in a room full of people, a hotel room full of people. Nobody knows what happened to her. And that's so sad. It's so sad. Friends, if you have friends, and again, you know how I feel, everybody ain't your friend. As I'm watching the story unfold more and more, I don't feel like her friend had anything to do with it. I'm more so drawn to the manager that knocked at the door when they were saying who's at the door. Because from what the videos, what I see, Kanika is the one who actually went to the door. Does that mean the manager took her and put her in the freezer? No, it doesn't. But that brings us to another area of speculation, the whole case and what we're getting from the authorities. It leaves us room to do nothing except speculate. But what we need to not do is point the finger, but use our brains to try to figure out what really happened to this baby. Again, I don't feel like her friend set her up. That would be a dumb as the dumbest thing to do if you thought of getting away with it because this is your friend and you are all together and one of your friends works at this hotel, and it just doesn't make sense. But a lot of things kids do these days don't make sense, like having a hotel party and all of y'all being under 21 and sitting there, getting drunk is, you know but we all do things. We all were kids. We've all made mistakes, and now we're at a point where someone's life is lost and nobody knows what happens. Do I want to know? Of course, more than anything, which is why I'm here, which is why you're here, because we all want to know what happened to Kanika. Um, Again, I don't feel like her friend set her up. But could she have? Yeah, she could have. I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know Kanika. I don't know Manifa. I don't know Irene. From a hole in the wall, from a can of paint. But I don't feel that her friends set her up. It would just be dumb. It doesn't make sense. It's totally irrational and illogical. Um, I feel like further investigation should be put forth onto the hotel staff, the manager, the hotel owners, or whoever the case may be. I don't want this to be an unsolved crime or mystery. I want to hear from them whether they're going to rule this as an accidental death, as a suicide, as a murder. What is it going to be ruled as? And why are the authorities so slow to provide updates on this whole entire situation? Um, as far as the video with Kennika in it, the surveillance video, I can't say whether it's Kennika or not. I honestly, y'all, I don't know. For a minute, everybody had me convinced that it definitely was not Kennika. And then I spoke with some people and looked at their point of views and said, well, you know what? It's very much so possible that it is Kennika, who's going through, the trouble. And we're talking about little ignorant kids. Not all of, excuse my French, not all of them are ignorant, but we're talking about kids who's thinking that deep into a process to, okay, we're going to put her in the freezer, then we're going to do this, and then we're going to, who's going through all that. We're going to have the party on this day instead of this day, and then we're going to do this, and then at the end of the day, she's going to end up in the freezer. I just can't believe that that was a part of their original plot. Their original plot and plan was to go and party and have a good time and to be as messed up as they possibly can be. And from what I see on the video, can it be somebody sober playing to be drunk? Yeah. Did it look like in the video that there was a grimace that went to a laugh or a smile and then back to a grimace? Yeah. But when you're drunk, you do all kind of irrational things. So do I know if it's her in the video? No, I don't. Do I believe it's her? I honestly don't know. What I do know is not once have I heard her mom say, that's not my damn baby in that video. Not once have I heard the sister say, that's not my sister. Now, I did read a thread and I clicked on it where it said, Mom says it's not her daughter, but it was a hoax. It was someone trying to get a bunch of likes or a bunch of views on the video. So I clicked it. It was just Mom talking about when she wanted to originally see the video and she was denied access and the police were called on her from the hotel for disturbing the peace. That is what the video actually was. But the title of the video said that Kanika's mom says it's not her. So did I have I visually seen that in a video or heard it with my own ears, mom or sister saying it's not their daughter, it's not their sister? No, I haven't. So that is a key indicator that guess what, y'all? That pretty much might be Kennika in that video. I was sold when some people were saying, look at the big ass hole in her pants when she's standing in the mirror. Mind you, the camera was right here and not looking on her this way or this way. It was right here. So it will see, like you see my bra strap from an angle over here, you wouldn't even know that that exists. Okay. So keep that in mind. Outside of the fact that mom has not gone viral saying that's not my child, so keep that in mind when trying to decide whether in the video that is Kennika or not Kennika. That's one of my key components in trying to figure out if it is her. Now I was looking and I was all in it like, is that her? And with the jeans, I was like, hell no, it's not her. She's way thicker than the girl that in this video is supposed to be Kennika. Then bam, I go back and look at some of my videos in my phone of myself, and some of them I look skinny. Some of them I look like Nicki Minaj thick, and I'm not skinny, and I'm far from Nicki Minaj thick. So, with that raised speculation, if those videos were shown and my face couldn't be seen, with somebody feeling like it's me or not me, I don't know. I do know that when that camera was in front of her, I saw that big ass hole in her pants and I saw her thigh meat. But then in the surveillance where she's supposed to be drunk and stumbling, I did not see that. I said, no, the hole is gone. That's not her. It's not the same outfit. But then there's surveillance video where she's coming into the hotel. There's no big hole that you can see. Again, maybe it's the angle that we're looking on that changes exactly what it is that we see. Okay. Um, and so her thickness has been a major issue because she looks major thick stumbling down the hallway. And keep in mind, when we're drunk, we're sluggish. So we kind of condense our bodies into each other. So we may look bigger. Sluggish means you're looking a little bigger sometimes. So, but again, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not a genius. There are several videos going around with different time stamps, and it's the same video. How is that possible? I'm not a genius. Again, it does raise area for speculations, but at the end of the day, we want to use our heads and we want to know that what we really need and what we really want is not attention, not views, not likes, but we want justice. We want an understanding of what actually happened to this baby. How did it happen? Why did it happen? Some are saying that she just walked in that freezer and went to sleep. Others are saying that she was very disoriented when they found her. Her hair was all over her body. Her hair was wet with soap and water in it. Who would have done that? Stumbling through that video, not wet at all. Hair was perfectly intact and in place. Could she have been lured and somebody that worked there knew where the cameras were and was one step ahead of the cameras and telling her come this way? In the kitchen video, did I hear somebody say go straight to it or go straight ahead? No, I didn't. But could it have been there? Yes. I don't know how to edit videos or add to or I don't I'm kind of what do you call it? I'm kind of idiotic when it comes to running cameras and phones and things like that. So I don't know what it is that any people could have done and put out there for everyone to see to mislead us or mislead people. What I do know is that the goal at hand is to find out what happened to Kennika, is to get justice for Kennika. And again, I pray that her mother finds peace. I'm even hearing that she's off into some kinds of witchcraft and things of that nature. Again, I don't know. This finger right here, I don't want to point it at anybody. I can't say. If I don't have the facts, I don't know the facts, I won't speak the facts. I can only speak to you from my opinion. And my opinion is there's some foul play in the death of Kennika Jenkins. My opinion is she had help getting to the freezer as far as directions, and then she had help getting in the freezer, and the freezer was closed behind her. That's my opinion. Why? I have the slightest idea. It could have been for her organs. Could have been somebody raped her and then left her in there to cover up evidence. I don't know. It could have been that it was simply a freak accident and she went in there and was trying to be cool. And if you're drunk and you fall asleep, when you're drunk,